If you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe, making sure to hit that notification bell and setting it to all so you can see the next time I upload, because obviously you are liking the content that I'm putting out, because this is probably not the first time you've been here. Yes, I'm calling you out who have just been watching and not at least giving a girl a thumbs up or subscribing. Okay, help with the subscriber count. Secondly, if you are a subscriber here and you are coming back and tuning into this video, hello, welcome. Come on in, you know my thing. Come on in, grab a seat. Hope you have your tea and you're ready for today's video, because you see the thumbnail, you see the title. Today, you know, we are doing a reading on Charli, Billie, and Taylor Swift. So this reading was brought up. I was interested in doing this reading because of the recent collaboration that Billie and Charli recently did on a song called Guess. I just remember seeing the video had a bunch of underwear everywhere and that they were donating the undergarments. So kudos to them. But this instantly got the intuition part of my brain tingling, because this is not the first, not the second, not the third reading that I have done on Taylor Swift, and the many beefs or like frustrations she has caused people in the industry. I even happened to do one on her and Billie, but unfortunately the audio was messed up in it, so I wasn't able to post it. But I did write a comment in my community tab that you all can check out. I will probably link to the actual post in the comment section so you all can see kind of like what I got. But just long story short, TLDR, I basically got that there is some beef there between Billie and Taylor Swift, simply because of I think mainly Billie's issue, at least at the time of the reading that I did. She has an issue with how Taylor Swift and her team maneuver in the industry. And it's not just the vinyl things, it's not just the sales and stuff. I think there really is some like bad practices that she felt like, you know, Taylor Swift saying that she's a girl's girl, she would be changing or alternating or getting rid of, and that just doesn't seem to be the case. And whereas on Billie's side, she's just kind of like, you know, you're a faker, you're a fraud. It's kind of like the energy I was getting. Not sure if that's exactly what she feels like she is, but that's kind of like the energy I felt that she conveys or think of when she thinks of Taylor Swift or when she speaks of Taylor Swift. The other thing is, I feel like Taylor Swift, there's a bit of, I don't know, buyer's remorse, I guess you can kind of say, when it comes to her, because I think she wishes she had kind of like the freedom that Billie has in just like revamping herself. And like I said in that post, it seems like she's able to go from, you know, she can do the punk, she can do the pop girl, now she's doing like her LGBTQ era, and Taylor Swift doesn't really have that. She doesn't get to the freedom to just kind of like be versatile in her artistry because of how big and how global of a brand she is, and so she kind of feels stifled by that. And so I think there is some jealousy there in that regard, and something dealing with kind of like family. I don't know if she's like envious of the family ties that Billie has, or the closeness that she seems to have with her family or whatnot. But yeah, there seems to be something there about that. But in that regard, now that I regurgitated that and bringing us back to the current times, outside of, you know, Billie supposedly saying snide remarks about the vinyls that Taylor Swift seems to keep coming up with, it seems like they were throwing shots at the end of Charli XCX's song, or video I should say, and a lot of people are just calling it out. So now that we kind of have that rundown, let's clock this tea and see if there is, oh, that was so loud, and see if there is something more to this than meets the eye, because I definitely felt like Billie was going to throw more shots. I didn't do a reading on Charli before, so this will be pretty interesting. So I'm going to do 2 rows here. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do Billie and Taylor, and then Taylor and Charli here, because I haven't done one on Charli. So I think it's only right that she gets her own little reading inside of this reading and see what we get. Last little shuffle. And just taking a deep breath. Just sending out all of my blessings. Protection and abundance to all those watching. Okay. And as always, let me stop shuffling so you can hear me clearly. I want you to hear me clearly. Okay. I don't care if I have to do this in ASMR. Okay. Tarot should not be used for any legal or professional purposes, I should say. I don't care if it's medical. I don't care if it's financial. I don't care if it is legal. I don't care if it's even something spiritual, because this is a spiritual practice for me. Even when you are going through your spiritual practices and things like that, there are still people that you consult with, other professionals, other people who may have more experience or knowledge than you, education than you, that you will kind of go to get more advice so you can make and come to a sound decision. That is the same thing with tarot. It is going to give you advice. It might give you a nudge. It might point you in the right direction. But at the end of the day, you still have to do the work. So with this being tarot, and I am an intuitive reader, always exercise your power of discernment. Do not take what I say in this and run, because as you can see, oh, that was, what was I speaking? Gibberish? Because as you can see along the bottom of this screen, all statements made are alleged for entertainment purposes only, okay? So do not take this and just run to the hills with it. Take it with a grain of salt. If astrology, numerology, any other kind of divination, geomancy, etc., if the talk of the mystical, the esoteric, etc., is something that bothers you, please find something else on the corner and recesses of YouTube that better align with you, because I don't want your negative energy. I'm sending it back to you, okay? I don't want it. Don't want it. So now that that's said, now I can continue. See, we're doing Billie and Taylor first. So we have Billie's energy here. Okay, we just got one card. So we have the World card for Taylor Swift here. Okay, let's see. What is the energies between Billie and Taylor? Got a couple cards try to come out here. That was the Lovers. We have the Priestess and also the Nine of Coins. The Chariot in between the two. Huh. Interesting. We get the Chariot. So, you know, actually, because I'm going to pull some extra cards about this, I'm going to do Charli afterwards, actually. Interesting, we get the Devil for Billie's energy towards Taylor Swift. It's almost like don't get too focused on what she's doing. With the Palace of Coins, yeah, with the Palace of Coins here, like don't do something to the detriment of your own career or something like that. This could also be kind of like how she sees Taylor. I think this is maybe more so like how she sees Taylor. Maybe not so much Billie's energy. I think this may so be a reflective of how Billie sees Taylor. Like, you are just addicted to fame. How do you like fame? You are making a trap of your own making kind of thing. You're so obsessed with money. You're so obsessed with like the glitz and the glam. It's almost up there with kind of like what Kendrick Lamar was calling Drake. It almost feels like something like that. And then funny enough, we get the world card in reverse here. I'm gonna need to pull more cards on that. Why would the world card come up in reverse for Taylor? The Chariot, yeah, this, it's like plotting moves, making, it's basically like deciding on which way you want to go. How are we going to start this? Where is it going to end? Where is this going to take us? And something that I kind of feel is, I don't think they're actually going to let these two kind of like go all out in front of the public, because again, they make so much money off of them. So to me, it just feels like they're not going to let them go all out in the public. Like, you might do like, it might be some psyop stuff that's kind of going on, or some proxy wars, like kind of what they're doing now. But I don't think they're gonna let them like just go all out. But let's see if I can get a bit more information. Oh, what was this? The orphan. Why would the orphan come up for her? Okay, let's see here. I have the bridge. Okay, what I got from this immediately was kind of like, don't burn those bridges. Like, you might need me in the future. Like, you getting caught up in something and you might need me later. So you might want to chill. The way everything keep popping onto the side is annoying. Then we have the prayer. Oh, the prayer. Okay. Because I do not use this deck often, I want to make sure I'm understanding why these are coming up. I have no shame in using the book, so we can make sure we're getting a clear reading. But if I have to riff off of this and just go based off of my intuition, again, I think this is just how Billie sees Taylor, and this might be vice versa, because I did say the energies in regards to that person. So to me, it's like Billie sees her as like an outsider, maybe that she has abandonment issues or something like that. If any of you ever watched the Black Panther movie, the first one, you remember that line he said, or was it the one of the elders in there said, like, it's the idiom or something like that they have, where it's like the child who is exiled from the village will watch it burn just to feel its warmth or something like that. This is kind of like what is giving me. That's kind of like what that is. And again, with this bridge here, it's kind of like, don't piss me off or don't do something or get involved in something to where it's a point where me and you can't come back from, or where it comes to a point where I just don't like you, and then you've burned a bridge, a resource, a connection, essentially. That's kind of like what I'm getting here. The prayer again is like, I hope there isn't any violence. It's kind of like I'm praying for the best but planning for the worst is what I'm getting. But that's just me going off of the riff. But let's look it up. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna look in here. It says the orphan. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. I'm probably looking right past the orphan. The orphan deals with deep solace, deep acceptance, deep love. But it could also deal with things that you hate and avoid. Hate being controlled or limited. You kind of see on this devil card, it is feeling controlled and limited. The palace of coins, some kind of restriction. So she's pretty much lasting out like, yeah, it says the wounded child, abandoned, the beggar. I can see how that can kind of go for both of them. Not the abandoned child, but just kind of like the energies that it's saying that it deals with. The orphan, to me, in regards to Billie, it could be her lashing out, because it's like, what's the point of you doing all of this or throwing your weight around, or what's the point of you even being a biatch? What's the point of all of this? What's the point of this power play? Whereas on the other end, I can see how Billie sees her as the orphan or the devil. Like, you're exerting your power where you don't need to. Like, chill out. And then for, let's see, we have the bridge, which is dealing with, so the bridge in here, it says when it's in the light, is dealing with acceptance, magic, communication. When it's dealing with the dark, it deals with lacking boundaries, forcing connection. And then again, this is the connection, the link, the gate. It's very much given, don't burn these bridges. And then lastly, for the prayer, the stuff that's coming in between, it says when in the light, the prayer is offering to be of service, asking for guidance. When in the dark, it is expecting results, self-aggrandizements. Yes, like basically you big up in yourself. Again, it's dealing with the worship, the reverence, the homage. I hope this ain't no stuff where she feels like Billie should be paying homage to her, reverence, like you should be careful. That's what this prayer in the chariot is giving here, like respect your elders kind of thing. Like, I'm mother, I paved the way, I've shown you all how to go this way, you're all are biting off of me. That's kind of like the warp feeling I'm getting here. But let's see what other cards are coming in. Ooh, this is juicy. Let's see. Let's see what this is. This one, a card come out so bad. Anchor, stability. Okay, we know it's no stability in this relationship. I was steady trying to shuffle and that card was just popping around like popcorn. Endings. Metamorphosis. I think this is a point of no return. This was kind of like it. Good luck, coins. So this is probably not going to be ending in the best favor for one of these girlies here. I don't know who it is, but somebody has bitten off more than they can chew. Or if somebody retaliate any more than what they already have, it's just not going to be a good look for them. Because we have the coins here, good luck, and it's coming up in reverse. Some kind of change, some kind of morph has happened in the background. I think it's pretty much like the lines have been drawn in the sand for sure now. If it was like oblivious before, it's like, oh, okay, let's go. with the skulls ending in the butterfly here. So their energy kind of hasn't changed. It pretty much hasn't changed from the last reading. If anything, it just seems like it's it may be getting a bit more fired up or more direct. But let's see what's her face, Charlie's energy is. Okay, let's do Taylor first this time. What is these? Oh, not the 10 of swords and the 10 of coins. Ooh. Okay, if you notice a slight difference in the video, my apologies. I had to change out my camera because it just decided not to do what it needed to do. So I don't know if it died or it just overheated or whatever the sitch, but that's what happened. But continuing on with the regularly scheduled program. So we have a couple of things here. Coins, 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 coins. So we have the 7 of coins in reverse, and then we also have the 6 of coins in the upright. This is Moon in Taurus. That's Moon in Libra. It does kind of read like I want to say deception, but it's not really that. Maybe more like troll energy for Charlie here. Like, I don't really care, but I just want a response out of you. I just kind of want to get under your skin. If I had to guess what this is, varies with Taylor Swift. Her energy is feeling more like a does she admire Charlie? Seems or does she kind of like want what she have? And I don't mean like on those single white woman stuff. I don't know what this is. Hopefully not on those single white woman stuff, because she's not single. I will note the Fool did try to fall out here, but we're going to see if that's really supposed to be the energy between Taylor and Charlie. I had so many cards that fell out. Let's see if the Fool was one of these. Just dropping stuff everywhere on the floor. It's crazy. So no, the Fool isn't a part of this, but we did have the Hierophant, or in this deck it's called the Faith. We also have the 6 of Cups here. We also have the 9 of Swords, and then we also have the 9 of Coins. This 9 of Coins tried to come out earlier between Taylor and Billie as well. I don't know, do they just feel like she is messing with their money? And I hope this isn't some stuff from the past. Some stuff from the past that's afraid. I don't know. Is it like a fear of being pushed out or overlooked, or let's see. What's really supposed to stick, Spirit? What's this? one card that actually flips over, and this time it is the Strength card. Interesting, interesting. But the underlying here is the Hanged Man. The Strength card. This is Leo. So this is one of two ways I can interpret it. This is still pretty much on Charli being a troll. And or this is a fight over, again, like who's going to take that #1 spot? Who's going to be in front of everyone? Who's really original? Who's really talented? That kind of thing. And I wonder if that's why the Two of Swords is kind of coming up here, because I wonder if, along with those cards that fell out earlier, things from the past, I was saying like some kind of fear. I wonder if there is a thing here, if Taylor feels like, yeah, my fans may pull me over, but it may be a conversation about like who's really talented, who's really original. If she was to go up against somebody like Charli or Billie, where I feel like more people congratulate them or just like resonate with them or gravitate to them because they are the girls who kind of like don't really give a crap and just do whatever they want and are able to explore their artistry, where it seems like, I don't know, Taylor Swift has kind of been stuck. I know her fans are probably going to say something along the lines of like, yeah, she does versatile, like she can be versatile, but I haven't seen that. But you know, I'm okay with being wrong, especially when it comes to Taylor Swift, because I do not listen to her discography at all. She's not for me. And to be fair, I really don't listen to Charli. And the only Billie album I've listened to and liked was her very first one, Where Do We Go When We Fall Asleep? So I don't really care about any of these, to be fair. See here. I have a card and it flew all the way to Timbuktu. I had to really reach up under there. A gape. A gape. A gape. A gape. Why would a gape come up for her? I might be pronouncing it wrong. It might be like agape or something. I don't know. That one. The sword. She's ready for war. Okay, I'm gonna say Charli is the main instigator, if not starter, in this thing. Like, she's egging it on for sure, and I don't think she really give a crap. And look what wanted to come out: the Queen fighting over. What are y'all fighting about being over the top for? This feels like the rap girl stuff. Like, I feel like this is what the rap girls would do. And not saying like, oh, it's only okay for the rap girls to be beefing. It's just kind of like, you typically, or at least I typically hear about the rap girlies doing stuff like this, not the pop girls. They're usually all like love and light. We love each other. We get along. It's all about woman empowerment. Let me stop. Okay, let's see here. I definitely have to look up, what is this one? Why would this come up for Taylor? Taylor. Okay, so this deals with agape deals with devotion, unconditional love. It says, when in the light is service, reverence, honor, and joy. Remember, we also got something about reverence, or I don't want to say veneration, but just kind of like giving her ups. When we was also talking about Billie, she wants to be in with them. She wants to be in with them. Plain and simple. Taylor. So is that why she's having a hard time deciding on what she want to do? It's maybe not so much of like, she feeling like she's better than them, but she's like, why don't y'all like me? Well, why don't y'all let me in? Why don't y'all let me join? Why don't y'all let me sit with y'all? Why don't you, what is it about me that you think I'm not cool? Why can't I be why can't I sit at the table with you all? Why can't I wear pink on Wednesdays with everyone else? It's giving Mean Girls. And not saying that Charli and Billie are mean girls. I'm just saying it kind of gives that it's like, if I was to explain this in the Mean Girls terms, the original movie, everyone, I'm not even talking about the renewed one. If we were talking about the original Mean Girls, it's kind of like Billie is was the character name Katie Heron, whereas Charli is Janice, or she might be more like, yeah, maybe Charli is like Janice and Taylor is Gretchen. Wasn't that her name? I think it was Gretchen, the main queen bee of the group. The other thing is we also have the queen for the energies in between them. And again, queen bee energy, like I'm going to be the number one in the school. But this also deals with the embodiment of grace, courage, resolve, and stillness. This can also be dealing with wrath, self-righteousness, and demanding vain. So it's kind of like, yeah, y'all want to be the number one top spot girl, and it's like, do you really have what it takes to be the number one top spot girl? Are you really the cool girl? Are you really the it girl? Are you really a plastic? Because we don't see that. We don't see that you don't quite have what it takes to be a plastic, essentially. So we have succulence, which deals with resilience. Okay, so much I wanted to fall. Oh, what was this one? This is dealing with lightning disruption. Okay. You know what song is playing in my head, and I didn't even hear it. I didn't even listen to it like that. Taylor Swift's song Bad Blood. That's what's coming up. I wanted to start singing. I was like, wait, I'm recording this, so I can't. And look at what the cards we have here. Look at the cards. We have succulence, which is dealing with resilience, disruption. It's very much giving tower. I've been beat down. I've been left out. I've been kind of left at the cold. And then there's always something here about patience, yielding. Why would that be here? Okay, no. It's got to be more to it in the book. I hope it is not just like, leave it alone, stop, don't do that, because nah, that ain't resonating for me. Okay, yeah, basically in here it's saying like having to embody Hanged Man energy, looking at things with a new perspective. Yeah. Again, it kind of feels like there's a warning coming up here, and I don't know, I'm inclined to say it might be on Taylor Swift's behalf, but it kind of feels like it's a warning that's coming up in these cards of like, don't lash out, don't retaliate, don't do this, because it's going to come off a certain way when you do it versus when they do it, because like they don't really care, it's playful, it's not going to damage their brand. Whereas if Taylor Swift responds, she's damned if she's damned if she do and damned if she don't, because then I feel like the safer course would be if she doesn't respond. But again, I'm not really in the in the pop world to really know, but I just feel like if she responds or she does anything and it's not just really classy, I don't know what the clapback could be. I don't know if it's not like a really classy clapback where people just kind of let it run off of them and goes over their head. She's going to be in trouble because people are going to see it as she's being the bully, she's being the antagonizer, where they're younger, they're just having fun, they're young and free, and then not to mention a lot of the other things people kind of have out against Taylor Swift, because in regards to, you know, how much money she's been making, the stuff with the airlines, the stuff with the vinyls, the constantly being in newspaper, she's like, oh, you know, very oversaturated, and people feel like she's very overhyped. I'm sorry, at least in my stratosphere, it seems like allegedly, a lot of people just feels like she's overhyped. I think she needs to be very careful, because I think if she retaliates, this could be kind of like she's gonna be a Drake. She's gonna be on the you going uphill, and the next thing you know, you have to come down eventually, and it's gonna be a crash. And she may want that, because what I've gotten from her in previous readings, there is like a shift, a change she wants to make when it comes to her career, maybe something she wants to experiment with or do, or whatever the case may be. But you know, it's all in her court. She just needs to plan and plot carefully, Taylor. But I think, again, if you really want to retaliate, if it's really getting under your skin, I think you need to be very careful how you retaliate, because it seems like you'll be doing this, like you're more invested, you have more emotional investment in this. And for Charli and Billie, it's kind of just like, whatever, I'm poking a bear. They're like Nemo and them little kids at the school. I'm going to go touch the butt. Like, they don't care. It's just all on there. It's just kind of proving their bravado. Yeah, let that mask come off so other people can see you for who you are. The drama. Anyways, that's what I'm getting here in this reading. Hopefully these energies change. Hopefully these girls grow up and mature and not just be nitpicky little mean girls and stuff. I hope that's not what this is. I'm okay with being wrong on this one too. Because this is just a lot. It's very petty. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. And please, if you would like to see more readings like this, if this was a good reading to you, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I know the editing was a bit off because of my camera, so my apologies there, but the show must go on. If you would like to see more readings from me, again, make sure to hit that notification bell, selecting it to all, and to subscribe, and you can get all of the notifications and hits for the next time I upload. With that, I wish you all a great day, evening, or night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.